Particularly, I want to get another look at the gun deck scene where everyone is getting shot by cannons and shit. And then I want to get a look at who was on the boat with Lars Linda, which I believe that happened right here.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody day. How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Before I forget, you killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No probes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Maybe this isn't Hamadou. It's somebody with a cool accent. I can tell you that much. Okay, so this was it's definitely one of the Peters. This is Nathan Peters, yes. This is Lars. That's the purser over there. Duncan, yep. And I think that that's all the people in the scene. So I've been wrong. This is not Hamadou. Who is he next to? This guy was associating with people that I assume were like seamen, topmen. Diom. I've been pronouncing it Diom this whole time. Hang on, let's listen to the dialogue, or let's see the transcript. So cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. No, don't. I can't really tell who this guy is, but he looks like he is definitely one of the lower class people on the boat. He's also wearing like an interesting little neck thing. So it could be the case that he's not on the boat? We can't gather that all three of these people were the same place, right? So this guy must be another one of the seamen because they were working on lowering the cargo. So we know that the ranks of all these guys are probably seamen. Because that's, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. So then who is this guy? It must be the case that he didn't fall overboard. He was drowned by the beast? Is that what the game wants me to say instead? Because that's I said that he was drowned by the beast, and I said that this guy he fell overboard. There were three guys, there was a boat that was tossed. I don't think that it could be any other... I cannot figure this out. I can't glean any more information from this scene right now. Okay, then there's the Everett Spratt scene, which I'm not going to really get any more information out of because he died shitting his pants and then a bunch of people were running around. But for the sake of thoroughness, I'll go over and watch it again just in case there's something I'm overlooking. Okay, who was this? That was Paul. Can I go up to see the boat? Yeah, so those three left. That's Lars. That's Davey. This is probably another one of the stewards. Okay, that's John Davies. This is Omid. He fell off. Is anyone else to really account for? I might be able to suss out some identities here. So we have 41. Wei Li, were you 41? What about this guy? I might be able to use this information. Let's go to the crew, and let's check out 41, which I have as Wei Li. Okay? So then... who would Wei Li be associating with? I guess it's this guy. I have them... They don't look like they can speak Chinese, but I guess they were hanging out. Well, good for them. Those are very progressive friends indeed. All right, 49 and 48 were up and about. So was 36. Who is this guy? 43. So 43 and 44. Ramaba and Lewis Walker. That makes sense. They were top men. They're right there. Who was 45? Leonid. So, Leonid... Let me think about this. If this is where he was sleeping, then we go to another memory where people are casually, like, hanging out. I might be able to suss out, like, who he associated with just by location. 57. Alexander Booth was not in his hammock. 46 was. This is Martin, and this is probably Martin's steward, which it is. Okay, and then we have X, who's one of the Indian guys. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know that they were all kind of... I know that one of them had the moniker of X. Okay. 56 is Henry Brennan. This is the man himself taking a nap between killing. God damn, I respect that guy. Alright. No thoughts on Alexander. 45. Leonid. I might be able to start picking up a couple of other identities if I just see who was around what. There's a falchion hanging by a thread over here. And yeah, I might be able to start picking up some more identities of people if I just start associating people with their locations. So we're on the Doom Part 2 at the moment. And we want to see Part 3. So I assume that people jumped down and immediately started manning the cannons that they were next to. That's the only thing that makes sense. Let me think about this. Wei Li is a top man, so he immediately ran up. This guy, don't know anything about, but he was sleeping in this section. Okay, so I think that it's a reasonable assumption that these people probably jumped down to immediately start manning this cannon. So if I come down the steps and turn to my right, I should see 2 people manning a cannon if my theory is correct. Let's find out. So I need to go through the door and to the next memory. Okay. The next memory was the guy that was crushed by the cannon. Okay, 44. He was crushed by this cannon over here. I'm wrong. That's not where he is. He is over here. Alright. We come down the steps and there are not two people over by this cannon. That sucks. But we can assume that this guy jumped down from 45 to immediately start manning this cannon. Let me check this out. 45 is Leonid, who is one of the Russian people. Let's find out. Damn it. But let's not you know, totally count out that I haven't figured out what's going on yet. Let's go to the escape chapter. And let's go to Paul Moss. And instead of Timothy, we'll see he was killed by Leonid. Damn it. I really thought I was onto something here. It could be the case that this is Leonid, but I already guessed that. But he was next to these hammocks. Who's this guy? Henry Brennan. Working that cannon. God bless him. Okay, over here. Can I glean any more information out? This is Wei Li. Nothing on this hammock. Where's the card? I guess it's not on here at all. Okay, Syed was there, or Akbar, or one of them. Can't go up, Baba. And I really thought I was onto something by trying to associate the hammock numbers with the cannon workers. But I guess I was wrong about that theory. These guys were both top men. It may not have been Leonid. This guy is one of the two Russian guys. There's 45, 46, and 47. The 45 hammock is right here. And what is... And Maba is here. 41. X. I feel like I'm really onto something by trying to connect the dots between the numbers and the people who are doing the cannoneering, but I just can't make it come full circle here. I need to take care of something really quick. Okay, let's back out of this memory and move on to the next one, because the next one gives me a little bit more characters around here. So if I go to the one where the steward got crushed, can I see... Okay, so 43 and 44 have totally bailed. They are not working these cannons anymore. Where did they go? That's the question now. These are the two midshipmen. And there were two guys here. They have woken up, and then they went somewhere. 36 was never here. This is Wei Li, and then the other guy. They also went somewhere. Where? I could not tell you, but they went somewhere. So, he ran over... So Christian Wolf died. The other guy got exploded as well. And I can't really identify who the other guy was. Now, if we... This is the unknown soul that was blasted by the cannon. Can I connect that guy to somebody who was, like, sleeping in this area? Oh, this was the guy who was over by Wei Li. So, he... Yeah. So this guy was over by Wei Li. They were both having food together. And... Yeah, so this guy and this guy, they were having food together. And then, in part 3, he ran over here to help load the cannons and stuff. Where is Maba and all this? So Maba was a top man. And I think that the top men all ran above. And the seaman, the men of the sea all stayed below deck to help man the guns. And then there was also, like, Christian Wolf and others who were helping with that. So let me look at the sea people that were near Wei Li in the manifest, but who were Sea people. So Wei Li was 41, and these guys were over... I'm guessing that the guy who got killed in the cannon next to Christian Wolf was one of the... He was either George, Alexander, John. You know, he had to be one of those guys. Based off of what I'm able to suss out. None of these guys spoke Chinese. So I'm not too sure how they were able to communicate with each other, but they were hanging out. So that's cool. You know, building bridges across all cultural divides. Okay. So another thing that I can do is I can go back to the Soldiers of the Sea, and I need to revisit how a couple of those people that I said who died by spikes actually died. I just need to double check these things because I might be wrong. Specifically, I want to figure out how James Wallace died. So this is Emil. He got shot with a bunch of spikies. So this is Henry Evans. We have Nathan Peters over here. This I say is Marcus. He... where are we right now? He's holding his gut. So he might not have gotten spiked after all. I may have read this moment here. And this is, what was happening above? Oh, okay, can't go up that way. So this was the guy who I am fairly certain is the ship's steward. Because he has to be, because he's the only person who's a steward, who... Yeah, all the other stewards have been accounted for. So I'll say that he's the ship steward. Like I said, he also looks like the most Indian out of all the stewards. Don't really see anyone else. So we'll go ahead and leave this scene and look for another couple of deaths around here. God, I am getting so close to, like, beating this game. I feel like everything's gonna just fall into place real soon. That was the purser. Okay, the carpenter's mate. I said he was right here. Let's go back to this memory. So this is Marcus, the guy I've identified as Marcus. This is Nathan Peters. They came down here. He was already clutching his side. So this guy must have died from something else already. Or rather, he must have gotten, like, he must have gotten hit with something. Don't know what yet. Let's see. I'm on part 5 of this. Part 7 is where that guy crawled to his death. Part 8. Marcus Gibbs was spiked by a terrible beast. Is that all? He was not spiked by the beast. He was strangled by the beast. I still don't have that right? Jeez. That's Charles. This is, William Hoskett. Okay, so he's depressed because his friend died. This is Klestil. Let's see if I can go check out these people now. I know a little bit more about who all the C people were. And I might be able to suss out a couple more identities here. It's Emil. This is, Sungi. He got spiked. Midshipman. Other midshipman. Edward Spratt. Okay. This is one of the seamen people. This guy, I say he was spiked. He was actually probably strangled by the beast. I think that's what the game will ask me for. That must not be James Wallace, though. That must be. I must have that wrong. Emil was. Oh, this isn't Emil. Wait, it is. Oh yeah, Thomas died earlier. Emil dies in a later chapter. Okay. John Davies. This is probably... Okay, that's not John Davies, the steward. Who are these people? This is... Okay, Marcus. I say that he was... So he was hanging out up here with Nathan. And then... This guy... Oh, let's see this one. So, yeah, this guy is definitely the carpenter. Like, these are the carpenters. I guess I just have their identities flipped somehow. On Demon, out of the way, beat the quarters, enemy board. Stay back, it's already done for Nick. Come on, boss. No, get down. Hey, catch. So... If this guy is saying, come on, boss, no, get down, hey, catch, I don't understand. So this guy's the carpenter, and then the other guy should be the carpenter's boss. This guy should be the carpenter's mate.
What's going on? Stay back. It's already on, boss. No, get down. Hey, cat.
Hey, catch. So he threw the axe. Oh yeah, he was the carpenter. He would have the axe. This is probably Davies and Davies' steward. Yep, got that right. Who is this? Is this Lars? Yeah, this is Lars Linda. It's already done for Nick. Is that what he said? Stay back. It's already done for Nick. So, Nathan had to have just seen somebody die for that dialogue to make sense. So this is, okay, it's already done for Nick. Nick was the guy that Nathan saw get stabbed. And then this has got to be the carpenter. He was spiked by a terrible beast. He throws the axe. This guy says, no boss, get down. And Nathan tries to give them a warning. On Demon. Out of the way, beat to quarters, enemy aboard. What's going on? See back, it's already done for Nick. Come on, boss. Oh. Oh, I do have their identities flipped. Alright. So, because this guy says, come on, boss, and he's the one who died. So he's trying to convince Marcus, the boss, to, Yep, I have their identities flipped. Oh. Oh, I did get Leonid right. Alright, awesome. I don't remember the logic that I had employed to get Leonid and Paul Moss figured out, but that was a while ago, but I got it right, so yay me. And I do know that I thought it through. And I know that it wasn't me just guessing a whole bunch. So, now if I go to the other guy, this is now not Marcus, this is Winston. He was not strangled, he was spiked. Alright, so that's how those two died. 45. There is not a whole lot of people left for me to suss out. If I go to the back cover. Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting real close now. So, to recap, we have all these people accounted for in Escape. We have all these people accounted for in... Yeah, we have Escape totally accounted for. We have everyone who died in that one. Don't have everyone in Bargain. I have figured out. In the Doom, I think this is the only guy I haven't figured out. Oh, okay, and I have to figure out who was hanging out with Wei Li. So those are the two that are left there. Winston Smith, we know for a fact how he died. Zungi, I could have sworn we figured out how this guy died. You know, he is with the stewards. He's dressed like a steward. He could, instead of being the... well, we know Philippe is the captain steward. He was in the other scene entirely. So this has to be Zungi. And he was spiked. We know that. We saw him get spiked. It's just down below. And I don't know why the game didn't give me credit for that. This game is very confusing. Okay, let's see. We've done this scene well. Done very well with this scene, in all honesty. Let's go ahead and leave now.